This is TWiT.
Magic Leap, a company we've been covering for what seems like forever, most of which almost entirely on the extraordinary hype their incredible valuation had generated. I still don't understand how they can possibly sell enough of their gadgets to pay back the incredible amount of venture capital they've taken in. But we have a release date, kind of. AT&T and Magic Leap form exclusive U.S. consumer relationship to expand the future of spatial computing. This is like the breathiest PR announcement I've read in forever. A strategic, exclusive U.S. consumer relationship and investment with Magic Leap, developer of proprietary spatial computing and experiential platforms. Magic Leap is not augmented; it is transformational technology. It's one of the breathiest press announcements I've ever read, which, given how long I've been reading these, is kind of terrifying to say out loud. But essentially, Magic Leap will be shipping this summer their Creators Edition. And I'm really curious to see this, if for no reason than I desperately, just for fun, want to see this live up to or exceed the incredibly breathy hype that's around it. I would like to point out that summer actually started a few weeks ago, and they have until September. And I really, really hope they ship. NVIDIA Tegra X2 processor. It's going to be on AT&T only. As far as I can tell, there is no price, which may mean it is priceless. It's
So here, let me give you my take on this. It's been 4 years. We've been treated to video after video of amazing footage, whether or not it was real or not, correct.
Because this is no longer,
whether or not it was real or manufactured, unknown. Probably, clearly, based on the demo we saw, that is real. Here's the thing. Technologically, it's not nearly as superior as it first seemed, which makes sense because it first seemed that way 4 years ago. And now we've moved on. We've got ARKit on Apple. We've got Qualcomm's entry into AR and VR. We've got like even the damn Lenovo Star Wars Jedi Challenges thing, right? All of these have set the stage very differently for Magic Leap. Now, the demo that they showed, the one that was called Dodge, that is you point at a surface and deem that a surface from which a golem comes out of the ground, right? And it's cool. It takes the texture of the ground and it rips it up, and then this golem comes up and he throws big rocks at you. And as the name would imply, for Dodge, which is the game, you can either swat the rocks away, which is cool because your hand is interacting with something that's not really there, or you can like dodge out of the way and let it go behind you. And when you do that, the rock will hit the real life surface behind you and shatter in the virtual world, right? So it's kind of interesting that happens. You see, that's a bad example because it hit the guy in the face. They did not play the game Dodge very well. So there's the hand doing it. I think the next one, maybe they throw it over you. But what you'll notice is like the graphics here are way less impressive than the previous videos would show you. It's a little bit juddery, like the tracking isn't perfect. This is probably more realistic to what you're actually going to see. Is it neat? Yes. Is it transformative? No. And no matter all the words they want to use about light fields and all this other kind of stuff, this is a known quantity now. And if nothing else, they're the leader in a well understood space, and no longer a leader in a mysterious place where they can make stuff up and expect everybody to drag along. But on the bright side, they've put out a shipping date. They haven't announced or a shipping time frame. They haven't put out pricing. So for me, this goes from a vaporware discussion to will it live up to the hype discussion, which is a movement in the right direction for them, right? They needed to prove that they could do something. They have a lot of investors in this that have put a lot of money into the magic that they claim that they'll be creating. So we'll see.
Also,
go ahead.
I was going to say, part of me wonders, just exactly how good this is, because AT&T paid, I think they were like, they took a stake in Magic Leap to get the exclusive distribution deal. This is now obviously AT&T has a lot of money to spend, right? Because they're dropping $85 billion on Time Warner. They bought like AppNexus for $2 billion. But this is it's crazy. There's they've taken in well in excess of $1 billion at Magic Leap. So certainly a lot of people are buying into the hype here. They've raised in excess of $2 billion at this point, including money from Google, Alibaba. It must be really transformative when you see the real demo, because people keep cutting gigantic checks. And this is another gigantic check.
That's true.
And you know what I mean? Like this is yet another gigantic check from, okay, AT&T is on kind of a spending spree right now, or maybe, once you've dropped $85 billion, another $500 million or $1 billion here and there doesn't feel like much, but there's a lot of money being pumped into this. Like this is, $2.35 billion before whatever AT&T dropped into it. And AT&T is not even talking about like, hey, we're going to have a super cool device for the holiday shopping season. They're just talking about having something targeted towards developers, which hopefully is targeted towards developers at the sort of Oculus end of the scale and not at the Microsoft end of the scale. We've been waiting. We will wait. Hopefully by September, they actually have something. That is the end of the summer. That is the last possible day for a summer release. Man, and I thought I was a cynic. I just hope they actually release it this summer, and I hope it's not at a price that makes people immediately go like, "Are you insane?"
If you thought you looked odd with a VR headset on, like that, I think these look even more weird. And what's worse is you can see people looking at you weirdly as well. Yeah. Whereas before you put on a VR headset, you can just assume that they're not there. You just, close your eyes, doesn't matter type of deal. You don't have that. You don't have that capability with the Magic Leap. So,
we'll see.